Hello and welcome back to the PES 2019 Master League with Newcastle United. I would like to, before we go any further, thank you all very much for your interaction and your lovely positive comments that you had to say on episode number 1, and hopefully we will stick with this one longer than we did with the Cardiff one. I have a feeling that we will, because this one, I have a good feeling about this one, which is what I said about the Cardiff one, and we all know how that went. But so anyway, so ignore anything I ever say and don't believe anything that comes out of my face. So what happened in that first episode? Well, we made some transfer business. We signed a new forward in Alassane Playa and a new left back in Emerson Palmieri, and we also played our first game of the season against Cardiff City, ironically or coincidentally, whichever of those is the applicable term, and we had a disappointing 1-1 draw. So what is in store for this episode? Well, we right off the bat have a game against Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. Then we have to deal with the transfer deadline day. Hopefully we'll bring in a few more players, depending on who we need or what positions we need to strengthen in regards to depth. Then we have a big old break to where we will play Fulham at St James's Park. And then if we have time we'll play the Wolves game, but maybe we'll only get the 2 games played today, considering if there's any transfer business done, that'll take up quite a bit of the time in this episode. Right off the bat we have some pretty bad news, as the negotiations for Rob Elliott from Rayo Vallecano have broken down. So it looks like Rob Elliott will be staying with us for the immediate future. And we have the Best Player in Europe award type thingy. It goes to Lionel Messi. Imagine my surprise, astonishment and various other words which mean surprise and astonishment. That's a really good face scan, by the way, for Leo Messi. Transfer business ahoy! We have had an offer from Real Valladolid for Mohamed Diame for around £9.3 million. Not overly looking to sell Diame, however, if we can get a reasonable fee for him, it may be something we consider. So he's valued at 10 million, so let's see if we can bump that up to around the 10 million mark. No, we can get them up to about 9.7 and they may accept that. So if they give us 9.7 million, I will let Mohamed Diame go and hopefully bring in someone of equal or better caliber to replace him with, because we really need the cash for the transfer budget, and our salary budget is pretty much non-existent currently. So let's see what Rayo Valladolid have to say in regards to our offer to Mohamed Diame. We also have a loan offer for Callum Roberts from a, I assume, made-up team. So you, sir, are for 6 months. So you, sir, are going to go to some made-up team out in, I don't know, do you just fall into like a black hole or something? Well, you'll be able to tell us, I suppose, when you come back after 6 months. If you indeed come back after 6 months, depending. I don't know what I'm talking about. Callum Roberts is going out on loan. That is the only fact that I have talked in the last 30 seconds. Yet more transfer-related activity. An offer from Joselu has come in from Patronato, who may be real, may not be. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, he's valued at 5 million. They're offering us around 4. He's got a 4.4 release fee. So let's see if we can get a little bit more out of these lads, because Joselu I am willing to sell. 4.3. If we can get him for 4. If we can get 4.3 million for him, I will be happy enough. So if you pay me that, you can absolutely have him. You can have him for what you've offered, but I would like a bit more out of you, please. But all that will have to wait until after this game against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace team consisting of Wayne Hennessy, Scott Dan, Sacco, Domenico Crescito, which is weird, Ward, Mayer, Milivojevic, Punchin, Ayu, Zaha and Christian Benteke. We go with our usual lineup. The only differences are Muto comes in on the right hand side and Ayoze Perez comes in the support striking role, pushing Alassane Playa further forward, because Richie and Rondon both have red downward arrows in regards to their form, which is not great. After that disappointing draw against Cardiff, a win would be fantastic, although a point on the road I would not be adverse to, as long as we don't lose, because losing is not really an option, and we all know what happens when I lose in this game. I blame the game and don't admit that I'm actually, just really bad at it. So let's see which of those options will occur at the end of this game, shall we? A rainy night in, South London? I don't know. Geography, not my strongest suit. But either way, rain, that I am very much accustomed to. And we are underway for the first game of this episode. A win, obviously the order of the day, but a point away from home we will not sniff at. Here's Ayu. Looks up, looks to get the ball in, away by Lascelles, only as far as Milivojevic. Saved and held by Martin Dubravka. Benteke. Ball through for Zaha. It's Wilfried Zaha. It's 1-0 Crystal Palace. We've switched off at the back. And Wilfried Zaha gives Crystal Palace the lead. And my word, isn't he excited about it. We've given the ball away. And Palace have made us pay for it. Emerson, good work. Oh God, they're in behind here. Zaha. He's still got it somehow, despite the tackle. And Dubravka gets a touch on that, and it goes out for a Crystal Palace corner. In by Milivojevic. Headed away by Fernandez, only as far as Crescito. Tackled by Emerson. He's put in some really good tackles in this first half. And now here's Ayoze Perez, who finds Playa. No real support. He's going to have to go himself. Playa with the shot. And it's straight out Wayne Hennessy. Bit of composure is what's required here. It's Muto. Composure is something we don't seem to have. And there's the half-time whistle. We've played very, very poorly. Crystal Palace haven't played brilliantly themselves, but they've put together some nice one-touch moves. And they have the lead, which is the most important stat of the whole affair. Shelby off that throw. Space opens up for him to have a shot. And it's saved by Hennessy. And Palace do get it away. Oh God, how has this happened? We've been completely done. It's Benteke versus Lascelles. Lascelles has been done. It's Zaha. And again, Dubravka with a relatively easy save. But that's how easy we've been caught on the break since we've gone to this attacking formation. Kennedy. Key. Back to Key. There's a trip in there and we do have a free kick. Go on, ref, get him booked. Get him booked. He's already wearing yellow. It's like he wants to get booked. So Kennedy is our best left-footed free kick taker. I was pretty decent at free kicks at the start of this game, and I've kind of lost the touch since. So hopefully, if there was ever a time to regain that touch, Kennedy. Bit of bend on it, and it's just over the top of the crossbar. Oh, buggeration. That's the best chance we've had all game. Double change, two lads are knackered. Kennedy and Key off, Diame Atsu coming on. Shelby. Diame. Can line one up from the edge of the area. Oh my word, Mohamed Diame has scored an absolute screamer. Well, I don't think anybody expected that, let alone Mohamed Diame himself. He's just had a crack from distance. We figured we need to get a shot on target, so we might as well. And he's absolutely smashed it from a mile out. Hennessy caught out, and Mohamed Diame, of all people, has scored. And now Palace look to break. It's 2 against 1 here. Benteke. It's still Christian Benteke. Brilliant from Martin Dubravka. Emerson to Diame, who we were looking to sell and may have just staked his claim. Diame on the edge of the box. Diame with a shot. Breaks to Muto. Just wide from Muto. Diame gets it away. We don't have... Oh, I thought we were going to be in. We don't have enough time, but Palace might. And if they do, I'll be absolutely heartbroken. It's Benteke. Well done by Shelby. Let's just get it away. And we do, and that will do it. Another 1-1 draw. Honestly, on the balance of that second half, perhaps we deserved at least a goal. Perhaps deserved the win, but I will take a point away from home in a game where we were... It was a grind, man. That was a struggle. But thanks to a moment of individual magic from Mohamed Diame, there is a sentence no one ever thought they would say. We have rescued a point from this game. And Wilfried Zaha does get man of the match. Muto on a 4.5. What is it with that right midfield position where people just can't play football, seemingly? Looking at the Premier League table after 2 games, again, it doesn't mean a great deal, but we are sitting in joint 8th with Arsenal on 2 points. Tottenham up at the top with Manchester City. And Wolves and Watford all on 6 points. And Huddersfield, Palace and Fulham down the bottom, so it really doesn't matter at the minute. There has been an update in the Mohamed Diame transfer. Real Valladolid have offered 9.6 million for him. And now after he's done that, he played really well when he came on, and now I don't know if I should sell him or not. Joselu. Oh, they haven't got back to us yet. Oh, damn it, Mohamed. See, normally, Diame, I would have no qualms about selling you whatsoever. Oh, this is... If I choose to keep you around, Mohamed Diame, you better not disappoint me. Although, to be fair, we don't really have an awful lot of central midfield options, so it probably would be in the best interest to keep him around. Yeah, we really should. Mohamed Diame, you have pretty much just saved your Newcastle United career with that performance. And we have reached transfer deadline day. Already I can see some notifications. An offer for Murphy is in, an offer for another offer for Rob Elliott, and transfer negotiations for Joselu have broken down. No! That's not what I wanted to see at all. Let's have a look at these other offers though. Okay, £4.8 million. I'm not going to arse about with that and risk losing the deal. We're going to just accept that. There we go. And same with the Rob Elliott transfer. I'm not going to... He's 71 rated. He's not going to get any better. He's only going to get significantly worse. £2 million you can take him. And with that money, we are going to look to bring in one final signing in this window, and it is this lad, Moise Kean from Juventus, 18-year-old forward. He was going to be the replacement for Joselu had he left, but Joselu's not going to play anyway. And I want someone with a lot of potential and a young lad who's going to be here for a good while. He's got a 4.1 release fee, which we will happily pay, and we can just about afford his salary. So, but he doesn't want to really sign for us. So we've paid his release fee, and now this is going to be the difficult bit. We'll offer him. Oh God, even when we do that, it's going to be difficult. If we lower the release fee down to what, 3.3? God Almighty. I mean, we put it on 2.9 and we're guaranteed pretty much to sign him. But I want to recoup a little bit of something for him. Well, ideally I wouldn't want him to leave at all, but 3.3 mil. You know what? I'm going to offer that, I think. Release fees, no one ever normally would come in for them anyway. At least I hope so. So we're going to offer that. That doesn't make any sense, that logic, because if it's such a low release fee, of course people are going to come in for him if he does well. But we're going to offer that anyway. We're going to lose a little bit on him if we lose him on a release fee, but I really want to sign him. I just want to sign him and see what he can do. So, Moise Kean, let's see what you say to that, lad. Well, everyone seems okay with the deal. However, I'm going to see if we can. No, we can't even. We have no movement in regards to that salary whatsoever. What about the release fee? We can bump it up a little bit to 3. You know what? No. For the sake of 100 grand, I'm not going to risk losing the deal. Moise Kean, I will accept those terms, and you are going to come to Newcastle United. Moise Kean has arrived at St James's Park on transfer deadline day. Very happy with that deal. I think he'll do rather well. So this is our budgets, our remaining budgets. Oh, it's not looking good. We may have to go into the loan market, I think. With our transfer budget being relatively healthy for January and our salary budget being virtually non-existent. Now this is an offer that I wasn't expecting. An offer for Javi Manquillo has come in from Feyenoord for £4.6 million. Do we have any other right back options? No, so as much as I would like to get rid of Javi Manquillo, I can't really afford to let him go because we have no real depth in that right back spot, so we're going to have to just reject those terms, Feyenoord. Another interesting move, Christian Atsu. Estudiantes have offered £5.8 million for him. Again, we don't have much depth in that left-hand side, on that left side of midfield. So Christian Atsu, you're going to be staying here. With just 2 hours of the window to go, we have received an offer for John Joe Shelby from Genk for £15 million. That's immediately getting rejected. He's going to stick around. But we do have another offer for Joselu for £3.1 million from Victoria Guimaraes. And I'm not even going to waste time. I'm not even going to renegotiate. I don't have time to renegotiate. I think this deal is going to take 2 hours to complete. The transfer window closes in 3 hours, so we'll just about get this deal over the line. provided everything goes right. So Joselu, you are potentially still going to leave this club in the summer. And there we go, confirmation, Joselu has gone, puts our transfer budget up to 7.1 million and our salary budget at just under $1 million. 3, 2, 1, there we go, the transfer window has officially shut and we have made our transfer business, bringing in Moise Kean on deadline day and letting Joselu go, which is what we really wanted. We wanted Kean to be Joselu's replacement and that's exactly what we've got. So with our transfer business all done, we move on to the second and probably final game of this episode against Fulham. It's our usual lineup once again, except Mohamed Diame will get a start. I'm very impressed with him in his last game, so he gets a start. And Moise Kean comes onto the bench. Matt Ritchie is back, despite having a downward red arrow type thing. He comes back out on the right hand side because Muto did not impress in that last game. So yep, our usual lineup apart from Diame coming in against the Fulham side of Bettinelli, Ream, Le Marchand, Bryan, Chambers, McDonald, Anguissa, Johansson, Seri, Santi Cazorla. Are you having a laugh? Santi Cazorla is going to Fulham. Well, that's a thing that's happened apparently. And Abdoulaye Kamara, is that his first name? I don't think that's right, but Kamara anyway. No Mitrovic though, which is good because of the old former player syndrome. We were able to grind out a point against Crystal Palace. A win against a newly promoted side at home would be desirable, so let's go and get it. Let's go get our first win of the season. A grey and overcast St James's Park. I wouldn't have it any other way. As we line up for this game against Fulham, a game that we can that on current form, in real life, we should be winning. But we all know that means nothing, especially against newly promoted sides in PES. They're always difficult to play against. So hopefully we can break the stigma and get our first win of the season. Anguissa, looking for Kamara. It's a great ball. Oh, Kamara's in, and Kamara has scored, and Fulham take the lead. Well, that's thoroughly unexpected. AK-40, very clever. AK-40. Okay, I get it now. Isn't that fun? What's not fun is that we are behind to Fulham at home. Once again, we go behind. I think it's the second game in a row we've been behind, which is not good. Not good at all. Oh, ball through Kamara. He's completely split our defence. It's Kamara. It's still Kamara. How has he got a shot away? How has he got a shot away? Let alone scored. He had two men on him. I was smashing X over and over again to make a tackle, and nothing happens. I've gone into full gurning mode again. Well, look at this. Plays it in. He's got two men around. I'm smashing the X button. And he still just gets a shot away and smashes into the top corner. What am I meant to do about that? Looks for the run of Rondon. Rondon gets the shot away. Saved by Bettinelli. And we do get a corner. Rondon. Play it. Ritchie. Through for Rondon. This is a good play. Solomon Rondon! Gets us a goal back. Great build-up play by the lads, and Solomon Rondon gets his first goal of the season and his first goal in a Newcastle United shirt. Gives us a glimmer of hope coming up to the end of this first half. Lovely build-up. The 1-2 given, player with the ball out to Ritchie. Great ball, great run by Rondon, and he slots it past Bettinelli. We're back in the game. Shelvey. Player. Yedlin. Ritchie. Player. Good ball. Shelvey. He's got a chance here. John Joe Shelvey! It's 2-2. We have equalised in quick fashion. John Joe Shelvey gets his first of the season. And that is what we're talking about. That is the sort of dedication we need to show. 2-0 down. And just before the half-time whistle, we have brought it back level to 2-2. With another fantastic team goal. Great play, lovely one-touch passing, comes to player, plays it through for Shelvey. Thought he was going to get caught, but he hits it away from Bettinelli into the far corner, and we have levelled the game. Player on for Rondon. Can we do something? Can we steal the lead at the end of this first half? It would be no. He's ran out of room, and Bettinelli is going to put this forward, and the ref does blow for half-time. A thoroughly eventful opening 45 minutes. 2-0 down, and we score 2 goals within the space of, what, 5-6 minutes to level the game. Oh, it's broken here! I didn't even know where the ball had gone. And Fulham retake the lead through Stefan Johansson right at the start of this second half. All our good work has been undone. Fulham with some nice one-touch play of their own. That's a really nice touch. Kamara, you are doing my metaphorical memories in, sir. And Johansson just smacks it past Dubravka. That's a lovely piece of interchange between the two. And a great finish from Johansson. We have to do it all again. There's Richie. Got time to run, Richie. Well, I could have brought it a little bit further, a bit closer to the goal before letting the shot away. Just to get the cross in towards Rondon. And it's an easy save for Bettinelli in the end. Couple of changes. Atsu is on and Moise Keane is on for his debut, replacing Playa. Kennedy. Fernandez. It's Christian Atsu! And it's just wide. Oh, balls. It looks like it's going to be our first defeat of the season, and it's going to be to newly promoted Fulham at home in a game that I was certain that we were going to get back into after we scored those 2 goals. But look at this, they're just, oh, I want to break every single one of them. I want to, you know what, I might just do that. Here's Vieto, saved by Dubravka, and we don't have time to even get it out of the keeper's hands before the referee blows the whistle. Oh, that's really infuriating. That's so annoying. That's so irritating. And Kamara does get man of the match with a 7.5 after his brace. Oh, I'm so angry considering how well we did to get back into that game at the end of the first half. A fine note to end this second episode on with an infuriating defeat against a newly promoted side. Who do we have in the next episode? We will have Wolves, that game against Wolves. And then we have Watford and then Southampton. So there should be 3 games in the next episode as we try to rattle through this season and try and get our first win. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know in the comment section below your suggestions for January transfers that we can bring in. And let me know your tactics as well, because I feel if it keeps going this way, a change in tactics may be required. A thoroughly disappointing end to this second episode of this Master League season. But we go again in the next episode, and we hope you will join us for it. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button, do hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out. And do hit the bell icon so you're notified of when we make new videos such as this Master League, Premier League reactions, and general other footballing tomfoolery. But until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.